Tired of endlessly chasing success with no results? Here's the tiny secret that will save you from years of frustration and put you on the right path to achieving your goals. And it's simpler than you think. Welcome, everyone. How many times have you heard these phrases? Hustle harder, dream bigger, wait for someday. We've all been misled. This isn't a recipe for success, but a recipe for frustration and postponing life. In this video, we won't talk about rosy dreams and giant leaps. We'll talk about the real secret to overcoming decades of mistakes and regrets. The secret isn't about doing more, but about doing less, but with a deep understanding of why we're doing this less. Get ready to fundamentally change your perception of progress and success. Let me share a pivotal moment in my life. My rock bottom. 3 a.m. My body exhausted, my mind clouded. My friends were just usernames behind a screen. My bank account was empty. My achievements were just virtual items in a game. But the worst part wasn't my financial or social situation. The worst part was that I didn't even realize I was dead while I was breathing. I was walking in a vicious cycle of destructive habits and false satisfaction. Have you ever felt this way? This inner void, this feeling that you're wasting your time on meaningless things? The turning point came on that dark night. A sudden panic attack woke me up. My heart was racing, my hands were trembling, and a single question pierced my consciousness. Is this all there is? Is this the life I want? In that moment, I felt the need for change, but the idea of radical change was terrifying. Then a simple idea came to me. Perhaps it seems obvious now, but it was revolutionary for me at the time. I grabbed an empty pizza box and wrote 2 words that changed my life. Start small. This isn't just a superficial motivational phrase. Rule 1 is built on neuroscience. Every tiny win, no matter how insignificant it seems, releases dopamine in your brain. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward. When your brain rewards you for progress, it starts to crave more. This is how we rewire our minds to desire growth and improvement. Remember my first 1%. Instead of drinking soda, I drank a glass of water. Instead of staying in bed, I walked 10 steps. Instead of procrastinating everything, I sent 1 job application with a shaking hand. These steps might seem unimportant, but they were the spark that ignited the fire of change. That tiny job application took 3 months of trying and following up, 3 months of fear and doubt. But in the end, I got a part-time job for $12 an hour. It might not seem like much, but it was a starting point. The secret here is simple but powerful. Consistency beats intensity. You don't need a grand, detailed plan to start. You need a 1% daily rebellion. Think about any positive habit you want to build. Can you do it for just 1 minute today? That's the 1%. And over time, these minutes will accumulate into hours, and small actions will turn into big results. We're addicted to the word someday. When I lose weight, I'll be happy. When I get rich, I'll live the life I want. But the bitter truth is that someday is a drug. It keeps you hooked on false hopes for the future while stealing your present. I spent 200 hours in the game to get a virtual gun, and when I got it, I felt nothing. Why? Because the joy wasn't in owning the gun, but in those late-night raids, in the inside jokes with the squad, in the process of climbing and evolving. Life works the same way. Happiness isn't a destination we reach someday. Happiness lies in the journey, in the continuous progress, even if it's small. Rule number 3, fear isn't your enemy. Your comfort zone is your real enemy. My first job interview, I threw up before it. My first date, I forgot her name. But that fear, that's your soul's GPS. If it doesn't scare you, it won't change you. Fear indicates that you're on the verge of growth. It signals that you're on the cusp of something new and exciting. When fear paralyzes you, use a countdown from 5 to 1. At 1, move. This simple technique hijacks your brain's panic loop. I used it to send 1,000 job applications and survive 50 rejections. After losing weight, getting the job, moving out on my own, the void returned. Why? Because happiness isn't a final destination. Those gurus on Instagram who sell you the illusion of permanent happiness, they're lying to you. The truth is, the void never completely leaves, and that's okay. This void is what drives us to continuous growth and evolution. It's a constant reminder that, in conclusion, remember that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Today, we've unveiled the myth of big beginnings and emphasized the power of the 1% rule. Success isn't a giant leap, but a continuous accumulation of small improvements. Here are 3 essential factors for success based on what we've learned. Start small. Don't let the magnitude of the goal paralyze you. Break it down into small steps and take the first one. Be consistent. Consistency is key. Even small improvements make a difference over time. Face your fear. Your comfort zone is your real prison. Stepping outside of it is the beginning of growth. Ingustil. So, after everything we've learned today about the power of the 1% rule and the truth that success is a cumulative journey, not a single leap, now, it's truly your turn. Are you ready to take your first tiny yet revolutionary step towards real change that will make a difference in your life? Don't let more years slip away, waiting for a someday that will never arrive. Start now. To become part of our community that embraces this practical and inspiring approach to self-development, and to receive more strategies and secrets that will transform your life step by step. Hit that red subscribe button right below the video. Most importantly, I want you to share in the comments below. What is your first small step you're going to take today after watching this video? Don't be shy. Your inspiration might be the spark someone else needs. Let's inspire each other and build truly meaningful lives, one tiny step at a time.